Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rookieville podcast presented by Ballsville. I am your host today. Sorry, El Jefe, I'm taking the reins right now. I'm your host, JoJo, joined by the crew. Everyone's here. Ethan, I'm going to you first, man. What are you eating? And I hope you're saving me some.
Dude, I was eating a little snack before supper later. I got supper after this, but just a little rice.
All right, man. You are. Love it. Go ahead. What's up? What's up with you, Chris?
Oh, nothing much. I heard rookie draft this morning, and I'm like, sure, why not?
Absolutely. And El Jefe himself. What's going on, Alex?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
And of course, my partner in crime, Tennessee Nick, on the ones and twos.
What's going on? How's it going? Just chilling and ready to get this mock draft going. So we got a 6-team mock, 3 rounds. Should be nice and energetic. Should we get the ball rolling?
Absolutely. Boys and girls, everyone else listening, we're going to be doing, we have 6 people on here. We're going to say a little bit about the player as we take them. This one's going to become a no surprise off number 1, Jeremiah Love. You know, we've been talking to him ad nauseum. I guess I have to actually pick him too. I guess I have to be in sleeper. I am unprepared, guys. Sorry about that. But Jeremiah Love, a tier of his own, Shady McCoy comp for me as a do-it-all back. Of course, you're going to hear some about Alvin Kamara, Reggie Bush, Tom Seaver. I hope that he kind of lands in a favorable position with I'm actually thinking Tennessee Titans are even now in range with all the signings that have happened. Yeah, what do you guys think about that spot now, considering KW3 and oh my God, who am I thinking of? The Saints? Travis Etienne are going to sign now.
Yeah, I like that spot for Jeremiah Love. I almost said Jordan Love, but yeah, I like that landing spot. I personally have him going to Washington, but I think Tennessee could easily take a running back in the draft.
Sorry, guys. Now it's finally booted up. There we go. Let's move it on. Ethan, you're up.
All right. You took Jeremiah Love, what I think is also the best player in the draft. I will go with the only quarterback I even see starting. Give me Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
There's not really much to say about him. You know he's going to be on the field week 1. That's just a guarantee. Hopefully he's their franchise guy. Hopefully he is good as he was in college. That'd be amazing. But, yeah, there's nothing really to say. It's super flex. Quarterbacks come by the dozen. You know, you got to get them while you can. If you're a franchise guy, you got to take them.
What do you think of the O-line situation? I mean, now we got Linderbaum, JPJ coming back from injury. Colton Miller's the vet. I mean, I still have worries about the O-line and what happened to Geno. Do you have any concerns there? And then, Chris, go ahead and speak in the next couple seconds here.
Oh yeah, with the Raiders O-line, it's a little sketchy still. Hopefully, them guys can get off of injury, and hopefully they come to block for Mendoza, new young quarterback in town.
All right.
With my pick, I went into before the combine believing there was a clear number 3 in the draft, and that kind of changed a little bit with how the combine went. And it was weird too because both of these guys, for different reasons, had disappointing traits for the combine. But I've kind of switched my mind, and I really do think that a diva is kind of what makes it in the NFL nowadays. So I'm gonna take.
Oh, okay. Nice. Makai Lemon, you scored some points with Chris. Any other reasons besides what you're alluding to with the combine? I mean, what else do you like about him?
About him?
Yeah. And potential landing spot, because I'm sure that also this pick kind of helps with maybe potential landing spot you're thinking of.
I was thinking the same way. We talked about it before. We touched on it for a second. It was New Orleans would be a good spot for him.
Yeah.
And I really do like Show too. So that would be another option to throw the ball to, and the new running back there too. So yeah, the other guy, I won't say his name right now, but
That's
yeah,
Alex.
that 40 time kind of scared me. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why I went with Lemon.
Makes sense. I mean, I think in these three receivers, this tier, it's really hard to go wrong, at least just at this juncture. Again, we are only in March 11th. You know, they got to be playing on the actual NFL field to really get a taste. But right now, I think it's hard to go wrong. Go ahead, Alex. What do you like about Carnell Tate?
Well, it's just kind of like your pick out of those three, right? And Jordan Tyson has the injury risk built in, and I think if I'm going to get consistency, it's going to come out of Carnell here. So that would have been my first out of the three, and getting them as a second wide receiver kind of works out. So I dig it.
I mean, sometimes having a picks 4 or 5, you're just kind of allowing the one of the players to kind of fall in your lap and just allowing the decision to be made for yourself, which is not always a bad thing, especially when you have a tier of this like this where you can kind of be interchangeable, right? So, Zubicus, I mean, I guess the decision's either made for you or unless you're going to surprise here at 105. Great beard, by the way. Although he just went.
While we get Zubicus situated, guys, we're gonna tell you a little bit about the new mini game coming up after we get through this draft here.
Sounds good. And he went with Jordan Tyson. There it is.
Yep. No surprise.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Yeah, did you want to add anything to that, Zoobs?
I mean, I think there are 3 top wide receivers in this draft, and I think Tyson's. I think Tyson should honestly go before the other 2, but that's about it.
My opinion too. So I feel like you got the best one at 105.
Oh yeah.
I like that. Yeah, Tyson's a good running back or wide receiver. I mean, what am I doing? It's almost Friday.
I guess you're thinking about running back here. Oh no, he went Sadiq. Okay, he went Sadiq. Why Sadiq at 106? Now, are you thinking? Now, let me just ask, because this is kind of where the draft kind of may start for some people, quote unquote. So, what makes Sadiq valuable in a non-TE premium format for Ballsville leagues?
Well, I think he's got that starting factor right off the bat. I think anywhere he goes, I mean, granted, it's a team without a superstar tight end. I mean, he's gonna instantly produce. I mean, he's electric. He's quick. They compared him to what was it, like Bijan and CMC running the 40-yard dash in the combine, and he beat both of them. His hops are really good. He had like an 11-foot 1-inch broad jump, and I believe 45-inch, like 45-foot 2-inch, or what am I doing? 43.2-inch vertical jump. So he's got the hops, and I think he's going to be a good tight end in the National Football League.
Yeah, that athleticism definitely translates. That's been proven in data. I just worry about his production profile being so limited, and seeing how he can actually get it done on an actual NFL field. So remains to be seen, of course. So we'll see how it goes. Not a bad pick by any means. I'm going to go with KC Concepcion. Just because I wanted to say his name for y'all. I really do think he's a special playmaker. I root for the kid just simply because of the struggles that he's been very outspoken about in his life. And then he's just a great player to boot. He's also a multifaceted player, can score in very different ways. I think he's going to get on the field regardless in year one because he can make returns. So even if he doesn't get a high volume role out the gate, he still should be valuable in some capacity, even in a gadget role, and then also being able to score touchdowns in the special teams game. So, DJ and Ethan, what say you for 2.2 in a 6-man, I guess 6th round, pick round here. So this is really 1.8.
Oh, my app just crashed. I thought the draft was snaking, so I really wasn't prepared for this to come back to me that quick. But I got my pick ready. It's going to be Denzel Boston. 6'4". I mean, I think, I've seen comparisons to where he can be like a Drake London, T. Higgins type of guy, just a threat. As long as he gets in a good landing spot, I mean, he can be better than a lot of these people on the board. I mean, he can finish top 5. I mean, this year, with it being no surprise with just where he lands and if he, maintains a prominent role, because he's got the talent, he's got the size, he got the skill. Just depends where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a team in mind? Because I was thinking Buffalo late first round, but now that they got DJ Moore, I don't think that's going to be the case. But maybe they also double up. Who knows? But do you have a team in mind for them?
I was possibly thinking. I mean, I just keep thinking of the Patriots for one of these guys. One of these guys get on the Patriots, man, and because May needs them now. Diggs is gone, and just a lot of question
You
marks.
just signed someone, didn't they?
I
Or am I tripping?
I don't know.
No, they did. Hold on.
Sounds
Let
like
me think.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I just literally lost that the other day too. Free agent signings. There you go. Hold on one sec. Oh my goodness, we're live and doing this.
Romeo Dubes.
Oh yeah, Dobbs. I literally forgot about
Romeo
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you could be in more of an out. Yeah.
Dubes.
Dobbs. All right, 30 seconds, Christopher. What do you think?
So this guy is jumping up my board, and it might be the first reach, but
Ooh.
I really
like surprises.
like what I've seen from this guy. Sleeper doesn't have him as high as the other guys, but I'm taking him.
Omar Cooper, the not so
okay,
sleeper
guys.
anymore. Yes, I was. I think in the receiver episode on episode 3, guys. So please pay attention and watch that one. He was kind of the one I coined as being every pundit's sleeper. But if everyone's talking about him, I don't think he's that much of a sleeper anymore. But he's definitely been rising. So
I honestly feel out of the any wide receiver outside the top 3 that are taken, if anybody can end up being the wide receiver 1 out of the rookies, it's going to be Cooper.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of explosiveness, playmaking ability. I mean, referencing the highlight catch he had against Penn State.
Mhm.
I just worry about his slot dominance. So if he can win outside, I think he should have more of a role in the NFL. But if he's a slot dominant player, I worry about consistent snaps and consistent targets year over year, unless he just completely balls out, which is definitely in the cards.
I like to see him run the deep like post fades a little bit more.
Yeah.
I know in college he's primarily a slant guy, but maybe he shows up in the pro day and that's all he does. And hopefully he further changes the scouts' minds and gets people high on him.
I have him at 18 right now, Chris, but I don't think he's going to stay there. I think he's going to be moving up a lot more over the course of the draft process. I just haven't heard enough out of him to move him up my own rankings yet.
So it's pretty remarkable that right there would have been the 109, and I was looking at him too at the 110. He's on a lot of people's boards to move up, to be drafted higher than projected. So I think there's a teardrop at wide receiver there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Jadarian Price.
No.
Good pick. I was kind of hoping you guys were going to sleep on him again. I'm like, dude, I've got both guys. I was kind of hoping you guys would go, but good pick.
I think he'll be the second running back drafted in the NFL draft, and if he goes at the end of the first, there's a certain contender sitting at pick 32 that could use a running back there, and it kind of makes sense. So in a case like that where we see him in Seattle, I think he could thrive. And on this board, there's really not a whole lot of running back wealth, so I feel like I could find a receiver a little bit later in this draft. Now that the tier dropped off.
While we're talking about running backs, is there any complimentary back do you think in this section of the draft where you think that they would be perfect to go combine with Gibbs in Detroit?
Well, they got Pacheco now, right? So, and we also got Mr. Detroit on us right here on the pick. Yeah. So if you want to comment on that and then make your pick, then Zoop, go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they got my favorite running back in the NFL, Pacheco. I mean,
oh yeah, this guy loves Pacheco.
He was my boy. He was my boy 2 years ago, and then I wrote him into last year, and that did not work out. But
not at all.
So you don't?
No,
think
I think if they took Price, that'd be amazing. I'm with Alex. I think Price is I think he's the only other worthwhile running back out of this class so far. That'll change as we get closer and we get more info and stuff, and we kind of dig deeper into some of these other guys. But I mean, it's Love and Price as far as top tier running backs out of this draft.
I haven't ranked at 7 overall, so that just gives you if that helps anyone there. Again,
you got 10 seconds left, Zoobs.
Yeah, there you go.
The suspense.
Where'd you go?
So that would have been the 110 right there. So
Disappeared,
you're looking at the end of the
No.
first.
Eli
Did he mean-
Stowers. Was that an auto? We don't know yet.
Did he mean to
We'll
do
see
that?
what we wait for him.
Oh, he picked it.
No, I picked it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Hey, I'm
Now explain
wearing-
Eli Stowers this early because I'm not sold on Eli Stowers one bit. So I want to hear your take because I already heard Nick's take. I know he's in love with Eli. I want to hear Zook's take.
Hold on. Before you were impressed with Kenyon Sadiq's vertical, and then Eli Stowers went and set the record. So the guy's
He even did better. So yes, there's that.
45.5, I believe, right?
Yeah,
it was
and that's
absurd when I saw it. It was absurd.
and
My
that's-
dog-
that's kind of my thing. Is I like the I mean I like the prowess he's got. You know, the athleticism he's got. I think he's probably not as polished, really, but that athleticism for me is what makes me think, you know, I want to take a flyer on him. Again, I don't think there's a lot of superstars in this draft class this year, and so I'm taking a lot of just kind of flyers on guys. And one of my flyers is going to be on Stowers this year in drafts.
I love it. I'm wearing a Vanderbilt jersey right now.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan
I
of
know
that
you
guy.
dig it, Nick. You're
Yep.
a big
Oh,
sour.
you have your pick here. Oh, you went with Emmett. He made it for me. Thank you, because I was choosing between two running backs here, and I'll allude to mine next. But go ahead, comment on Emmett. I know you love him too. He's probably one of your favorite running backs, next to Eli being one of your favorite tight ends.
Yep, exactly. He's one of my favorites. I'm really hoping Seattle drafts him. If they are able to sign Rashad White too, that'd be great. But yeah, Emmett Johnson, 5'11", 200 pounds. He had 1,451 yards rushing last year, 12 touchdowns, 370 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns over the air. What's not to love about this guy? I think a little bit of a concern is his workload that he had in Nebraska last year because they weren't that great of a team. But I think he's got easily RB2 potential.
I'm worried about his build, his ability in pass pro. I don't know if he'll be able to get on the field as much. I know that doesn't affect fantasy, but again, it just comes to opportunity and snaps.
Yeah.
And then obviously he can catch the ball, but I also think the athleticism in the 40 was a little concerning. I don't put too much stock in that.
Mm-hmm.
But he runs a little upright for me too. I think he might take a shot, and then his availability might be in concern. So there's just a couple red flags here. Nothing that's really glaring because he's still I think a round 1 selection, borderline round 1 selection for rookie drafts. So that's just nitpicking here. But I'm gonna go with the other guy that I was thinking about was Jonah Coleman. I love how smooth this guy runs for his size. I think his ceiling comp for me was Arian Foster. I still see it on tape. I thought as big as he is, I feel like he can probably run one north and south a little bit better for his size. But he's so smooth in the open field at 220 plus. I love the production profile. It's definitely there. I think he should be a solid RB2 for years to come, if not more. I also have like a D'Angelo Williams, Doug Martin comp with him. I like this guy as my RB3 in the class.
Yeah, I think Emmett Johnson was a lot of people's RB2, 3 before the combine, and that combine kind of turned people down. And
Emmett was actually not even my RB. I think it was RB4 worse for me already. So that kind of just confirmed everything for me. I was like, okay, well, I don't have to change my RB.
Yeah, I like Jonah Coleman's player profile and everything like that. That's what I was gonna get if you weren't going there. I figured you were going there, but I'm gonna take another guy. Reminds me of a couple people that played for my team in the past. Give me Nicholas Singleton.
Over Kentron, over Fat Man.
reminds me a little bit of David Johnson, Nick Chubb, just watching them play. But
yeah, that's. I mean, maybe you were watching the. Maybe you're watching the Rookieville. I guess I coined him after that too.
Well, yeah.
Or you're just that good, man. Or you see the same thing I'm doing. It's all good.
Yeah, possibly.
All right. Well, I've got 2 wide receivers. I don't want to pick a third, and there just happens to be one guy that's sitting there. Another reach probably, but it'll be interesting to see how this turns out for his career because I like the emotion that he showed during the combine after running that fast 40. Give me Washington.
I don't think it's a reach.
I knew you were going to go there. I knew Chris was going to go there. Chris is falling in love with this guy, and he's got a what was it, like a 99 RAS score? So there's a lot to like there.
100%. 100%. I mean, he was definitely off the radar, and that obviously he's going to blast him up draft boards. And if I had to give him a comp right now, which I didn't put a lot of intention into him, I'd say like a Lat Murray kind of fits his build to size speed combination. It's all based on performance. I don't know if his production profile was that great though, in my opinion. But hey,
Yeah, I would add, just watch for any viewers out there who are interested in Washington. I would just recommend watching some Arkansas Razorback highlight film of him running the ball. He's very explosive, and
if you can get all 22 film, by the way, I think those are really, really beneficial to watch when you guys are evaluating prospects, and not just highlight reels, just to throw it out there as well. All 22 is very helpful.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Westlex.
Yeah, so man, I would have loved to have Eli Stowers at this point, and come away with 3 guys that I have faith in. I'm not going to take what the board wants me to take because I don't have faith in that player. I'm going to take a guy probably a reach 2. You guys can tell me what you think, but I hear a lot of things about him, that he's got some smooth route running. He's a taller dude, good hands. Not really the most athletic, but if he puts it all together, it seems like he can be an NFL, wide receiver 2 at some point. I'm going to take Chris Brazel here.
Nice. Woo! He was in my queue.
Oh baby, I have him at 28. After I'm not sold on anything Tennessee Volunteers until anything proves me otherwise. But that's just me. Again, that's just my opinion. Is not Bible by any means.
That's the wrong guy. Tennessee Nick, what do you think about him?
Yeah, I like Brazel. I mean, he has the ability to run the slant. He is primarily dominant at the running like posts and fades. He has really good hands. I don't think it's a reach at all. I think if he performs super well in his combine, like he did not the combine, the pro day, if he performs well there, he'll just turn some more heads, and hopefully he'll get drafted to the right organization.
Yeah, my first note on him was lower on him than most. So
I see a lower floor.
23.
I see a lower floor for Brazel, but I see less red flags or obstacles that could get in his way.
Zubikis, you're on there for the minute left. The last thing I'll say about Chris Brazel is just like until the offense does something more pro ready instead of being so gimmicky and gadgety, and then having their receivers literally just run 9 routes all damn day. I just don't know how much their games really translate. But there are pundits out there, Alex, that do say he's the best one in recent years over the Jalen Hyatts of the world and Dante Thorntons of the world. So there's that. Chris Bell, Zubikis, I love the pick. It was tearing college football up by storm in the first 12 games of the year. What do you love about him?
I mean, and I know he's got the injury right now, and so that's a little worrisome. But he'll bounce back from that eventually. He's just, I mean, he was taking the college football by storm last year. I mean, and if he can make that translate over into the NFL, then he's going to be a beast out there. So.
He's got that stocky build around 6'2".
He's he's like 210 or 2 something. Yeah, he's I mean, he's a big boy, and I mean, he's not gonna get hit and just go down. So those are kind of the wide receivers you kind of want on your team to as your wide receiver 2s and 3s.
Absolutely. And before we get to your final pick there, Nick, on some analysis there, Chris Bell, I feel like is he more AJ Brown for his career, or is he more Xavier Legette? I mean, it's really, I don't know how much in the middle there could be.
Yeah,
because he is kind of one of those prospects where it's a 1-year wonder, because you didn't hear about him until his final year.
Yeah.
So a lot like Xavier Legette had a lot of that production in his final year at South Carolina, and we haven't seen much of production in the NFL.
Yeah.
Although AJ Brown had some junior year production into his final year at Ole Miss. Actually, I'm sorry, sophomore and junior, because he was an early declare. But yeah, obviously AJ Brown's one of the best receivers in the league. So there's that.
Yep. I mean, and that's exactly right, Joe. I think that's his floor ceiling right there, So hopefully he kind of tops out a little more towards AJ Brown. That'd be my hope. But
all right, then Nick, close us out with Fat Man, aka Katron Allen.
Yeah, I think last year he was definitely the better running back at Penn State University. I think he's quite literally like a bowling ball. He has wheels, so you could turn it on if he needs to, but he's primarily an inside the tackles type guy. I think he could fit a RB2 role perfectly, maybe even jump into RB1 late in the season. Expect a little bit, maybe not super much fantasy production. Definitely more of a look in like dynasty leagues or late round best ball. But yeah, I think he's going to climb the charts. I think he's a little bit better than Singleton, although Singleton's 2024 year and 2025 aren't really comparable, and that doesn't really determine his status, in my opinion.
He kind of screams Minnesota, Denver.
Mm-hmm.
What's another spot? Maybe even Pittsburgh, depending on what the new regime thinks of Caleb Johnson. Maybe give him some competition, seeing that Gainwell's gone. So those are the three teams I think like can. Obviously, AFC North football screams run game. So I'm just thinking that's where my head's at. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh might seem like a great fit for him. Can everyone give me one more pick? Because again, this is only a round and a half of rookie drafts. So let's try to give him a full first round. I'm gonna give. If I was picking it again right here, I'm actually gonna go. I don't have a lot of confidence in the guy, but assuming might need quarterback, I'm gonna go with Ty Simpson. I'm gonna go with Ty Simpson here, and that's a second quarterback in like there's 18 selections here, so kind of mid second round pick here, and even in super flex, none of everyone else as they were picking were even thinking about quarterback. I mean, the best part of the film was in the first half of the year, he got rid of the ball quick. Looked like he could handle pressure. If he can continue that in the NFL, he's gonna have a career. So that's all I'll say that. DJ and Ethan, what's another pick for you?
I kind of like Elijah Surratt right there. Give me Elijah Surratt.
I was going to ask you about
another guy, but
that is actually, if I wasn't going to go quarterback, that's who I would have next as a skill player. Good pick.
I believe that's what I'm going to go with.
My next pick would have been Jeremy Bernard.
Nice. Player, dude. Love that. And Westlex, what do you think?
Oh man, that's
taking off your cue.
You guys just stripped it, dude. So I'll just go. Honestly, I'll take Nick Singleton here. If it's a dynasty league, just kind of hold on to him and deal with it through the injury, and hopefully he returns back to form.
Singleton's gone, isn't he?
Yeah,
Singleton's gone. He's right there, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Ethan. Oh man. That was a long time ago. I thought people would be shying off of him because of the injury.
Yeah.
That's wild. Give me Zachariah Branch here then.
Okay.
Just dart throw hopeful.
He's one of my wild cards too. I mean, in USC, I feel like he did more than just gadgety stuff than Georgia. So I think there's more there. So I like that pick because he would be more of my. Hopefully, he falls in the third round for me in rookie draft. So hopefully there's there. So not bad pick there. And Zubikis, final pick.
I hate to do it. I don't want to. I'm going to also go QB and go Carson Beck. Just because it is super flex. There's a lot of aging quarterbacks in the league right now. He might be a starter this year if he goes to the right spot. I mean,
yeah.
I don't really have a lot of confidence in him being a full-time starter for a while, but you're talking super flex. Quarterbacks are hard to come by, even if he's a backup for a few years, he might have some plug and play, stuff for the foreseeable future. So
he's the kind of quarterback that coaches would love, like a Sam Darnold,
Yep.
So late career production. Like if he goes to a San Francisco with a Kyle Shanahan, perfect fit. McVay to help out Stafford.
Yep.
He would do the stuff that coaches like Shanahan and McVay would love. So
yeah,
they
could just coach him up, sit behind a veteran for a year or two, and really learn from him. And there's some good stuff on his film. I mean, here and there, but he definitely needs to be coached up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the final pick to kind of be like pick 24 in a rookie draft year.
And I'll just add this about Carson Beck real quick. Yeah, he's got the arm. I would just like to make I think he just needs the discipline. He kind of reads into the throws a little bit too much, and he's a little bit antsy to get rid of the ball. But I mean, in the NFL, you got to get rid of it faster, so that might not be much of a bad thing. But my next pick, he really performed well at the combine. At Oklahoma, people like to say he kind of relied on his quarterback, but I'm going to go Deion Burks here. I think he was a little bit undershadowed when Mateer hurt his arm, and Mateer, when he came back, he wasn't 100%. So obviously Deion Burks' production kind of went down, but I think his performance at the combine really stood out, and I think he deserves that respect that he's climbing the draft charts, and hopefully he gets drafted to a good team. I see him probably late second round in the NFL draft, maybe in the third round type guy. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams who need receivers.
Yeah, he's an older receiver, of course. He played 5 seasons of college ball, but he's definitely a speedster that can help offenses. Whether that's going to be one of those sprinter X's that just kind of draw coverage, or get the ball on the short game too, because he can do some yak too. But I'll do it, guys. Obviously, I'm going to throw it to Alex to finish it up when it comes to the mini game and everything like that. So and take a back seat. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helps you out in the first couple rounds of your rookie drafts coming up. We'll do some more of this, guys. I think we maybe can get the crew back again. Maybe we can extend it a little bit even further as we get through the draft process here.
All right, cool. Thank you, Joey. I'll make it brief. We're going to continue this talk on the show tomorrow. So the mini game number 2 is going to be the draft predictor mini game. This is our 3rd year doing this. The way that this works, you're going to be brought into a lobby. You're going to see the document. It's going to tell you how to play. Basically, you're going to pick where these rookies are going to go. We'll give you somebody like right here. We have Cardinal Tate. You're going to pick the division. You get a point for that. You're going to pick you're going to pick the conference. A point for the conference. 3 points for the division, and then if you guess the correct team, you're going to get another 5 points on top of that. Or you can pick undrafted in the first round to get 4 points. So what it does is we're going to give you 7 of these players. You're going to pick where they're going to go during the draft. You're going to predict. And then as we watch the draft together, we'll be able to follow along. You can comment on this spreadsheet. We'll be in the Discord with this spreadsheet. We'll update this, to finalize the contest after everything settles down. But you can watch with us. You can leave a comment when your guy scores. Your points will be calculated at the end of the sheet. The highest point total is going to win a $50 prize cash plus 5 big game entries. Those are $7 a piece. That's $35. It's an $85 prize. This is a free Ballsville mini game. You must be a Ballsville player to win this. But it's a lot of fun, cool way to draft. The first picks are going to be our Rookieville hosts. It's going to be Nick and Joey. So they're going to make their first picks, and then we're going to release this episode. And as it releases, you guys are going to be able to come in and make your picks. We'll note your name down here. And then again, as we watch the draft together, our guy Jeremiah Love gets picked. You can come over here and you can add a point total for yourself. I got the conference and the division right, but not the team. And then it'll automatically update your score over here on this end. And then we'll have a winner, and we'll verify the winner. We'll get you settled in. And then after the NFL draft, the big game opens. You have 5 free entries. Last year's winner took home, I think it was like $1,600 or something like that. If you guys remember.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right. Alex, just a quick confirmation on that, because I briefly saw the draft, the G doc there. So
Yes.
the X is for undrafted. So if you think any of these players go undrafted in the first round, right? It's just first round?
First round only, yeah.
Okay, first round only. Okay, good.
So you get to the end. We have Ty Simpson on the board. We have
Ty Simpson.
He's French. We have Kenyon. We have Jadarian Price. So if you think these guys aren't going to be drafted in the first round for some reason,
all right.
It's a lot of fun. Last year, I think Ethan, you were the winner last year, right?
Yeah, Ethan.
Sure.
Talk about lucky guy right there.
No, I only missed one player, I think.
Yeah, he killed it. He killed it.
Yeah,
That was
right.
kinda
There was no money involved last year.
No, it was.
yeah,
I
it was-
got something. It was like $28 or $35.
Oh, was it? Okay, that's cool.
They're like the
Yeah,
big
it was real
entries.
small. So we're able to do a little bit bigger this year because we carried over such a tremendous balance from last year. It was like $970 that came with us, and that goes back to the players. So that we're able to do these boosted mini games. That's one of them. If you go to the hub, We also have Bracket Ball open. It's a free Bracketville March Madness edition, a free March Madness bracket. You get to fill it out. Winner there is going to take $50. And then also noteworthy. So Joey, I'm going to ask you who your legend is for this at the end of this list. But we are doing a final 8th division for the mini leagues. It's going to be our personal goats, our legends.
DJ and Ethan.
For myself. You say Ethan?
No, I'll pick someone else. I'm just messing with you.
Chris was
So
gonna pick me
He
too.
is a legend, just not the legend that I was.
He's our legend.
He is a legend.
I have Kobe. Sarah has Madonna. Chris has Rocky Balboa. Jeffrey Zubikis has Michael Jackson, one of my favorites. TV76, Todd pick Hulk. That's Hulk Hogan. We have Nick. Nick, go ahead and tell us your selection, man.
Yeah, you all know me. I love the Trailer Park Boys. So mine is the Green Bastard Bubbles wrestling persona. He's from Parts Unknown.
So, and then we have Barry Bonds for Z-Dub. That's Zach. And then DJ and Ethan picked the literal GOAT, Michael Jordan.
Goat.
So
Man, somebody had to.
we have Sticky Picky, who's going to make his selection. And we also have Joey, who needs to make his selection. So, Joey, you have anybody that comes to mind right off the bat?
Man, I mean, there's a few legends. I mean, I bet my most favorite football player of all time is Charles Woodson. So, I mean, he's my legend. I've always wanted to meet him too. He commented back on a couple of my Twitter posts, by the way.
Wow.
But,
Nice. He's great.
The Rock is obviously my favorite of all time in wrestling.
Nice.
But we kind of used him in the final bosses, if you will. Or was he just the mascot?
He was just the mascot.
Okay, so we might just, if you can smell what the Rock is cooking.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
get your legend in. We'll get Stickies in,
Yeah.
and we'll release these with the episode, with the mini game. We'll have a big announcement either tonight or in the morning. And then just for kicks, for those of you that stayed here to the end of the show and watch Rookieville, because we're going to promote it in the hub, give us your favorite legend. No context. Don't tip off the people that aren't paying attention. But if you're watching this and you get to the end of the show, tell us your favorite legend in the Ballsville hub. We'll enter you into a raffle. You'll win a free big game entry for the show tomorrow night. So tell us your favorite legend in the hub.
All right, boys and girls, thanks for watching. This will conclude episode 4 of the Rookieville podcast. And until next time, see you later, guys. Stay safe out there.
Thank you.